I'm 19 and I have anxiety, panic disorder, which is basically like it's not anxiety all the time, but when it comes, it's in such a rush and it takes over like my whole body. Like I feel loads of different things. Like I feel hot, I feel shaky, I can't breathe, and my muscles get all tense, and it's really hard to concentrate, and it's hard to like do anything really through it. And it happens like when I'm in public, and like I end up being sick a lot, which is not nice. And I don't know. On the way to the train station, I felt nervous, like I had butterflies, which I thought that was just normal, like part of starting uni again. But then I got on the train, and there was a lot of people, and I felt so closed in, and like I couldn't breathe. Eventually I ended up getting off the train, and then I ended up standing in the corner and crying, and then I had to call my friend and he had to talk me out of it. But after that I felt alright again, and yeah, I was alright, and then I got on the train again, second train, and then it just built up again, and it's not nice, it's really not nice, it's so scary. I'm on these pills and they stop the symptoms, but they don't really stop the thoughts. So I was still having all these thoughts, and then I started thinking about how maybe like there's no point in me being here, I'm not good enough, I should just go home. And obviously I didn't really feel the symptoms, but I felt it in my head, and I think that's the first time I've ever really felt the symptoms, like the thoughts, being able to focus on the thoughts without having the symptoms there. So I was there focusing so hard on the thoughts, and I was just like, I can't. And then I started crying. First of all, it starts off like you can see everyone and everything's fine, and then it's just all the people that are around you, they suddenly seem a whole lot closer, and everything just seems so like packed into such a small space. And then I start feeling a bit dizzy, so I feel like, I know it's not actually happening, but I feel like things are spinning a little bit with my vision, and I'm trying to keep up with it, and it's making me feel a bit sick. And like sometimes I'll try to zero in on one thing, so everything becomes a little bit blurry, like around, and I'm just focusing on this one thing. And sometimes I can't really hold the concentration too much, so it's just like I'm just looking at everything, like, and nothing's really keeping my attention. But when it's alright, like when I get okay again, it just kind of feels like everything's kind of clearing up, and everything's like taking a step back, and I can breathe again, and like it just feels like being free. Try not to stay like too inside like your own head, like try to focus on things outside and there's always one